Hello, we are HydroView Energy, and we have a view for you with our product, the Flow Wheel. Statistics have shown that irrigating a farm can double the amount of food it produces, but even with that potential, 80% of farmland worldwide is not irrigated. The problem is the high cost of irrigation equipment and wasteful irrigation techniques. Over 2/3 of the world's water is spent on irrigation. However, 60% of diverted water is wasted with current irrigation techniques. Other water-related issues include water-related diseases and pollution in water and land. Currently, there are two main solutions. First is flood irrigation, the most popular method, which involves pouring water into the ground surrounding the crops. Although this method is low cost, it's extremely water inefficient. However, the next method, spray irrigation, is more efficient in terms of water usage. However, it is also extremely high cost.
In terms of irrigation systems, bridging the gap between water and energy use is the key to improvement. Why? Around a quarter of irrigated land in developing nations undergoes salinization, which curbs growth. In terms of energy, farmers and nations can barely afford irrigation systems, let alone the fee to operate them. The solution is to create a system that wastes less water and uses less energy in order to push policy in favor of irrigation projects. Otherwise, many nations won't be able to afford the overbearing costs.
Luckily, HydroView Energy has a solution with our latest technology, Flow Wheel, a water-saving sprinkler irrigation system that generates electric power. A generator is attached within the rotating head of the sprinkler to create micro-hydropower. The power generation will lift hefty costs and alleviate socioeconomic issues that farmers face. The cost of the Flow Wheel is divided into three main parts. First, the micro-hydropower generator, which costs around $16, the sprinkler system that costs around $35, and finally, wiring and controls, which cost around $65. Although our current cost is relatively high, once we mass produce the Flow Wheel, it will drop costs altogether by 50 to 60%. The Flow Wheel has a lot of potential in terms of generating revenue, as the micro irrigation system market was worth $3 billion in 2016 and is set to grow to over $8 billion by 2022. Luckily, the sprinkler irrigation system accounts for over half the market because they are so cost effective. In terms of the industry, Flow Wheel has three main competitors. However, none of them are comparable to our product. First, Quick Snap sprinklers have high operating costs. Next, Dig Corporation sprinklers have outdated technology. And finally, Gardner Supply sprinklers have high rates of water evaporations and are prone to leaks.
You may be wondering, why HydroView Energy? Our cutting-edge technology sets us apart. Flow Wheel is the first system to increase energy and water efficiency. Our team of leading innovators have lowered our cost of production every year, as shown through our constant improvements. Flow Wheel's presence in both the agriculture and eco-conservation circles have been steadily growing.
The HydroView Energy team consists of three unique individuals. First is Rhythm Mirza, the Director of Operations. Next, Nathan Iyer, our Director of Technology. And finally, Pritika Paramasivam, the Director of Finance. All of our roles fit our unique set of skills.
In order to fund our mission, HydroView Energy aims to acquire over $3,250 in funding within the next year. Our current funding sources include 60% friends and families, 25% corporate donations, and 15% of fundraisers. Our future plans and projects for 2018 include applying and gaining governmental grants and using such grants to expand to new markets such as household. In 2019, we plan to increase advertising as a household product, especially for Flow Wheel, and pitch to new house owners about the impacts that Flow Wheel could have for them. And finally, we plan to expand our final product of Flow Wheel into rural areas around the world.
In terms of product goals, HydroView Energy hopes that Flow Wheel can do three things. First is generate power to lift the heavy burdens of cost. Second is to largely increase crop yields. And finally is to deliver water in a manner that will reduce water usage. To summarize, our product, the Flow Wheel, consists of two main parts: the micro-hydropower generator, which eliminates the heavy cost of energy, and our circular sprinkler system that evenly distributes water while increasing crop yields. The Flow Wheel is in a huge market, as a micro-irrigation market grows by at least $1 billion each year. The reason why the Flow Wheel is different is because we're low-cost, water-saving, terrain-flexible, power-generating, and user-friendly. We hope you invest in our product, and thank you for your time.